Hello everyone, at the time of recording this video, we are just days removed from the 2022 United Wiffle Ball World Championship Tournament. In fact, the day this video will come out, I will be on my way to York, Pennsylvania for the Friday Night Fan Fest and Home Run Derby. That being said, for everyone on their way to the tournament traveling today, or everyone who can't attend and is getting ready to follow the tournament from home, I figured it would be a good time to put out a video just kind of previewing opening matchups, teams to watch, overall expectations for the tournament, etc. So, without any further ado, let's talk about the 2022 United Wiffle Ball World Championship Tournament. Alrighty, so getting straight into things, the Contenders bracket draw took place Monday night. We now have our 5 pools A through E, and the first 20 games that will take place are set. So similar to 2020, as you move through the initial Contenders bracket, you will be playing teams of your own record. So 1-0 teams play 1-0 teams, then 2-0 teams will play 2-0 teams, and so on. If you start 2-0 but lose your third game, you will be seeded 6 through 10 in the elimination bracket, but seeds 6 through 8 receive a bye to the final 16. If you start 0-2 and win your third game, you go into the survivors bracket and have to battle out of that in order to get to Sunday. Games will be starting Saturday morning at 8 a.m., and there's going to be a lot of exciting matchups right out the gate. I think the one myself and a lot of others are most interested in is definitely the Tigers versus C4. The first international team competing in the championship tournament will be facing one of the best to ever do it, the 3-time national champions C4. As I've talked about before on this channel, I think the Tigers are a very talented team, but are definitely going to have a rough game right out the gate, but who knows, they could shock the world and pull off a big upset. That would be sick. I also really like Cajuns versus Canes in bracket D, kinda a West Coast versus East Coast matchup. It's going to be really interesting to see who will get the ball first for both teams. Maybe the Canes try to ride Cooper Ruckle through bracket play, and the Cajuns allow Taylor Briner to show off his skills to the wiffs crowd. He's been playing a lot in Premier League Wiffle Ball and some of the fast pitch tournaments that are out there on the West Coast, so great opportunity for him to show off his talents. Andrew Leday is making his first fast pitch championship tournament appearance in a long time, so really happy to see his squad there. Overall, this year, I thought the draw to set up all the brackets turned out pretty evenly. There's really not one bracket that is just super easy or one that is super stacked. However, in saying that, the roughest bracket is going to be B, in my humble opinion. You got Phenoms and Juggernauts both in there, as well as Way Too Beautiful, Wiffaholics, and MLW All-Stars. Also, while we're talking about bracket B, in these videos, I pretty much remain impartial, but I am going to talk about my team, Anarchy's first matchup of the day, because in bracket B, I do think that'll be a good grudge match, game 1. Anarchy versus Screw You. Screw You eliminated Anarchy last year in extra innings on a walk-off home run, and now the two teams face off again to start off the 2022 tournament, so that's going to be a super fun game to watch. Another team to watch, as always, will be Wiff Inc. They play Punishment game 1, and their next game they will either play the Whippets or the Long Ball, so 2 strong teams ahead of them regardless of that game 1 outcome. If you don't know, there's been a lot of inner turmoil in the Wiff Inc. camp this past week. Long story short, Connor Young was cut from the team last weekend and then was promptly picked up from the Phenoms to be their 5th man right before the roster deadline. I don't really think Wiff Inc. is a much weaker squad, nothing against Connor Young by any means, but the team still has a lot of depth and experience with Styles, Whitener, Didio, and Junior. However, I know a lot of people are really hoping for Wiff Inc. to get matched up with the Phenoms late in the tournament, probably in one of the elimination rounds if it does happen. That would be an absolute bloodbath of a game. Not only is that really a big rivalry against guys that have been playing for years and years, but with all the drama added on top, I would expect a showdown if that matchup does end up happening. Another team to keep an eye on will definitely be Black Dog Country Club. They actually have the best winning percentage of any team in UWIFs with a 10-2 record over the past 2 years. This year, they have DNAP back. He was injured last year and didn't play for the team. But now in 2022, the team is back to full strength with that classic duo of Matty Griffin and Brian DiNapoli. So with that duo back together and the team really at 100% overall, very nice rounded out roster, they are definitely prepped to make a run into Sunday. Another veteran team ready to make a run will be the Phenoms. Again, now with a 5-man roster with the addition of Connor Young. So much skill and experience on this team. It's crazy. And I know these guys are ready to get the bad taste out of their mouth from 2021. A Midwest team I would like to highlight would be the Keggers. Brendan Baranowski and Grant Miller are a very solid duo that I think may be a tad underrated if you're not really plugged into kind of the more Midwest scene. Anyhow, that duo combined with Mike Hogan and Nate Thompson rounding out the lineup might make this team really a big sleeper that could definitely make a run as long as their pitching arms hold up throughout the event. Speaking of pitching arms, it is going to be a rough start out the gate for everyone. Expected temperatures are going to be in the low 40s Saturday morning and not getting a whole lot warmer as the day goes on, so pitchers are going to have to stay loose and acclimate fast. If you're going to be watching the tournament from the comfort of your own home, just know it's gonna be a little chilly out there. But yeah, guys, that's basically my overall brief preview, just kind of going over things to look out for at this year's United Wiffle Ball Tournament. It's going to be a blast, and for all the teams and fans making the trip, I wish you safe travels as you're watching this. And for everyone watching from home, be sure to follow all the UWIF's social media outlets for live streams, updates, interviews, and all that good stuff. As always, all those links are down below in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said at the top of the video, if you are watching this the day it came out, I am currently traveling to the tournament, so I am pumped. This is definitely my favorite weekend of the year, and I am psyched that it has finally arrived. To keep up with myself and my team Anarchy over the weekend, you can look down in the description for links to Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, if you are attending and maybe it's your first time being at the championship tournament, or maybe your first tournament in general, please do not be shy. Come say hello. One of my favorite parts of the tournament is getting to meet new people and talk some whiffs. So be sure to come say hi, meet everyone. It's a great opportunity to learn from veterans and just meet guys that maybe you've been watching in videos for years now that help get you into the game. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to close out the video here, fellas. Get ready for the best weekend in Wiffle Ball, the United Wiffle Ball World Championship Tournament, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Goodbye.